Hey, good morning, everybody. Adventure Vin here. It's Tuesday, September 3rd. I'm right along the Interstate 5. I'm gonna have to yell a lot. I'm at Anderson Pea Soup here in Santa Nella, California. I'm about 7-8 hours from home. I'll be home tonight, meeting up with my YouTube buddy, as he goes by Life with Yosef, Joe. We had met up earlier in the summer down in Southern California, and so he's driving an hour north up here, and I was at my niece's house last night. I picked a really bad place to do this. I was at my niece's house last night in Sacramento, so here now, gonna get some breakfast, get on the road. I'm actually not gonna take the I-5 down right now. I'm gonna cut through Hollister and go on the 25 and then connect on the 33 in Coalinga. Take the 33 down to Taft, and then I'll backtrack to the 5. Just a more enjoyable ride, and I'm in no hurry. Might as well, enjoy a motorcycle trip while I'm on it. I'm going to talk a little bit more about, I almost said the KLR. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Transalp and tell you what else I might have added since last you since last you tuned into the channel. If you are tuned into the channel for the first time because the Transalp title caught your eye, I drove a KLR 650 from Los Angeles to Fairbanks, attempted the Dalton, got south of this Arctic Circle, had to turn around due to weather and road conditions. The KLR, long story, watched the previous videos. It was a 2007 KLR, died in Fairbanks, and I came home, I bought a Transalp. So let's go back over to the Transalp, and I'll show you some other stuff I had added since the last video, and probably go back and cover some of the ones that I already spoke about. So coming forward, I'm gonna just do it really quick. Shield's great. The Bark Busters or the Acer Bid handguards are great. What I like about the Shield is that it's been blocking the bugs from my chest and helmet, and it's been doing a great windbreak. I added this. This wasn't on it last time. This has been added since my last review. Crash bars were already there. I added those earlier, and then I have the metal protector for the radiator because the stock protector is plastic. I added these foot pegs I got on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box. These are great. They're very adjustable. You can spin them, tilt them, raise them, lower them. There's 2 different positions here. You could rotate it here on this hub area. You can flip this around. I mean, as long as you got something to put it on, a lot of options there. And I love having those highway pegs. Let's see what else. Oh, I did buy, it's in my pocket actually. I'll talk about it later. But I bought a brand new, and I'm loving it. It's a Garmin XT2 GPS. It sits here, and the cool thing about it is that it sits right below the Shield. So the Shield, I should probably snap it in there. I'll do a review on it later. But the hold on, I'm gonna do it now. Okay, I just snapped it in. So this is an XT2, and what I like about it, I love the visual. The screen is just so bright, no issues. My phone does sit in the cradle there, but the phone goes to black screen, but it sits in the cradle there. And what I was talking about is that the Shield kind of guards it from getting hit by bugs. I saw some people will have it and the GPS protrudes a little bit above the Shield or something. I also like visually where my eyes sit. So if my eyes are, just looking at traffic up here, all I got to do is glance down like that with my eyes, other than turning my whole head to look at my phone. I guess I could have mounted my phone over here, but I just like how it's just up on the display and it's in line of sight. The other thing too I was discussing was, you go with a tinted Shield as dark as this is, and you're not going to have a good visual from the writing stance through the Shield, but it really doesn't matter because the GPS is blocking that anyways. This is a Garmin XT2. I really like it. I mean, it ties into my phone and my Ascenda headset, and the cool thing about it, I play my Sirius XM off my phone. It goes directly to this, and then it goes to my headset, and as the music starts, it'll flash the song and the title here. And then also what this does is that my Transalp will show me the engine heat, but it won't show me ambient temperature. So this pulls a lot of information from my cell phone, where it has a little weather thing up here in the corner. I might do it now. Let's see. Okay, since the phone is disconnected from it, when the phone's connected to it, I can see what the ambient temperature is here. This is a great little Garmin. I had an older one that I was using, and I left the cradle with my other stuff when I left Fairbanks. I went to go replace the cradle. They want $100 just for a cradle for an old GPS. And I thought, no, so I went with this one, and I like it so much better. There's a lot more functions why I like about it that I'm going to go over now. But I got this cool case for it off of Amazon. Really nice. And this case fits perfectly in this pocket. I just put it in that pocket. I didn't get the smaller rack to go in between to strap this down directly to the lid like I did on the KLR. So when I open up the lid, I can get in and out of this main box without having to worry about the strap system. The roto pack is filled. I filled it up with gas just in case. I don't think I added much more from the last thing, but you know, I have 3,200 miles on it, riding it from Fairbanks. I added pretty much anything everything I'm going to want. One important thing, the center stand. This is a must. I'm telling you, this center stand is great. Now, I went with the Honda products, and if you look right here, you see the two springs. Well, apparently in 2023, when Honda came out with the Transalp, they did have the optional center stand, and there were some complaints that the center stand would slap and bounce a little bit when they were going off-road on some rougher terrain. I think the fix was to add this second spring, which is the same length, but this rubber thing keeps them from hooking into each other, I believe. And this was actually very, very easy to install. I could not believe how easy this was to install. I don't know why they just don't keep it on there. But the center stand, I was able to put on the center stand the other day and do chain maintenance. It's great. Center stand, if you get one, I would get, the Honda one, it ran me around the $200 price mark. I think I got it off of Rocky Mountain ATV. If you don't go with the OEM one, just make sure you get a reputable one. I'm hearing a lot of other complaints from some aftermarket ones. I did get a cheap aftermarket one for my KLR. I hated it. I ended up just tossing it, really. But at this point, I would recommend the Honda OEM because they have this two-spring system, and it just sits so snug. It's not going anywhere. But the center stand was added. The only thing that I haven't added yet that came late in the mail was the outlet and the pigtail stuff that goes underneath the seat. So that's at my in-laws' house. It didn't come in time, but it has two USB ports that sit in there. But what I did do in the meanwhile is that if you watch other reviews, underneath the seat towards the tail, underneath when you take the seat off, inside there's a C connector for USB. So I ran like a 3-foot cord to that one. It comes right here. So this cord right here, it's C on that side and it's C on the other side. And it goes, I just run it up the tank and then it goes underneath the seat. It runs all the way back to the length and it goes to that, I don't know why there's a port back there, but there's a ready to go USB-C port underneath the rear part of the seat. And so that is powering my cell phone while I'm in motion. So that worked out pretty well until I get that guy going on. I'll probably still keep this, like this, and power the cell phone with it. And I'll just use this port to power maybe like my headset or my center or something like that. Something I need to power while I'm in motion. But everything else is doing really, really well. Gas mileage is great. I think I'm getting around 40 miles to the gallon. Once again, these highway pegs are great. These match really good to the bike. That's it. We tracked it in. And then you just pop them out. I have them in a position right now where my legs, I can either sit them here, my foot like that, or I can rest my ankle on it. I mean, it's just makes a tremendous difference in long rides. There was something else I was going to mention. Hold on, let me pause it because I just lost my thought. The last thing I'm going to add, I have it on order, is from Seat Concepts. This seat is not comfortable for me at all. A majority of people that I heard that reviewed the Transalp, they love that seat. They say it's about time a mid-size adventure bike does something like that with the seat. A lot of people like it. So if you're looking at Transalp and that's the seat you like, by all means, if you love it, good on you. Great. Glad it worked for you. It's not working for me. So I ordered one off of Seat Concepts and hopefully I get it in about 4 weeks. When I get home today, Southern California and Riverside, I'm not going to be riding for a while. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to pack my daughter for college, drive right back up to Washington State, and then we go to Maui for a week, and then I'll be home and I'll pick up some days substitute teaching because I'm retired military, start paying for all this stuff. Anyways, but I probably won't be riding for a while, but that seat will come in. that's the only thing that is left to do is when we go back up to Washington to drop my daughter off to school, I'll pick up this plug thing from my in-laws, install that later on, and then the seat will be there. I'll install the seat, and the Tusk pilot bags, I believe they're called pilot. My Tusk pilot bags that go here will be up. I'll reinstall them there. But one thing I'll tell you about these Nelson rig, I like them. I like them a lot. I mean, I wouldn't mind just keeping these. And I don't have the bellowing front and back pockets that the Tusk did, but these are 100% waterproof as they stand, and they're very easy. These connectors, I mean, they got it right. And I think I paid $80 for these. They were on sale. They're usually $200, and so it comes in a set, obviously. But if you were contemplating bags, you know, and maybe I'll keep these on, like as I'm running around town, and I don't need that much volume. But these Nelson rig bags, although I didn't need them, I'm glad I got them, and I think I'm going to use them more than I thought I would. I originally bought them because they were on sale, and I needed something to put my stuff in to get to Southern California from Auburn, Washington. But that's the other thing I got to do too. When I move my daughter up, I got to change the registration from Alaska to a Washington State residency. So, but that's about it for what's going on with me today. I'm really liking the helmet, by the way. That's the Arai XD5. I wore it for the first time on the drive up. It was funny. I saw one with the same exact color pattern in Alaska. Saw one guy had it, only one other person, and I've only seen one other person on my trip that had the brake-free light while I was on my trip. But the standout things for me on this vehicle, opposed to coming off of a 2007 KLR, and if you've rode with me, you may understand this, but I'm loving the kickstand. Kickstand is awesome. I like that I get a fuel gauge, and the other third thing is the seat is so easy to take off and the battery's right underneath. So those are three things that, you know, I just pointed out, but I really do like those things. Other than that, the bike is running great. I'm so happy I got it. There's a lot of reviews on it. It really fits my style of riding. I'm not going to be that aggressive off-road anymore. Not that I ever really was, but I got it to where I want it. I got everything on it that I want. The last two items is that plug and that seat. But that's going to be it. Let me turn the camera around and say goodbye to you guys. I hope you're able to hear me over the I-5 traffic. Like I said, Joe is inbound. We're going to go in there and get some breakfast. Going over to Hollister. I might stop and do a video out there. But I hadn't talked to you guys for a while, so I wanted to catch you up on what's going on. Greg has already been home. He's been home for a while. But that's it, everybody. Like, subscribe, get out there and ride. Whatever your passion is. If you didn't do it yesterday and you're saying you're going to do it tomorrow, don't wait till tomorrow. Get on it today, really. Life is short. Time is short. There's no better time than the present. And that used to just be a saying I used to listen to, but I believe it now more than ever. All right. Hope to get some good footage. Oh, I got some helmet cam stuff I got to put on later on. Other than that, have a great day, everybody. Bye.